What's up? We are live. Give it a minute for some people to show up, get everything rolling. Anyone in here yet? I usually give notice about this, but I'm kind of experimenting. Uh, See what'll happen if I just do it on short notice. For the replay, anybody that sees this before 6 p.m. PST today, Thursday, I'm going to be live on Reezy Talks. Reezy resells on his channel, so that's going to be really cool. He's a major hustler doing reselling on Amazon, has a really awesome following. He's also inspired by Gary Vee. And yeah, so that's going on in 3.5 hours. You can tune in live on Reezy's channel. And yeah, it should be like a long, sort of deep dive interview style. So I'm hoping to really bring some value in that. What's up, everyone? Daniel, Be Your Own Boss, John, Christian, Graybearded Gorilla, Sean, Jesse, what's up, guys? Please excuse the squawking. We're taking care of my girlfriend's bird, which is over there. So I actually just explained it in today's vlog, which the camera's over there, but Jessica had 2 cockatiels. They live in at her parents' house where we grew up. Well, not together, obviously, but we both grew up in Napa, and there were a lot of like fires there, and the air quality was terrible. So one of them passed away due to just the air quality. So we're taking care of the other one right now, just to make sure she's all good down here. So yeah, that explains the squawking. I'm not Logan Paul. What's up, guys? So I mean, it looks like we've got a few of us in here. Anyone have any Amazon questions? Random anything questions? Whatever you guys want. I'll try to keep this to be a relatively short one. I have a lot going on today. I'm shooting a video. I am, I don't know, a lot of stuff. I just went to the bank, did a wire. I've got Reezy Talks later. Where did I get my shirt from? This is a Gary Vee shirt. So Gary Vaynerchuk, he does some like entrepreneurial shirts. It's on GaryVeeShop.com. Yo, first time on your channel and wondering what the fuck you do, bro. What's poppin', dog? We'll definitely go back and watch some of the, videos where I've explained that. But just the short version is I sell on Amazon, e-commerce, physical products on the internet. So I am not reselling. What I do is talk to manufacturers, get products made under my own brands that I envision and create, and sell those products to consumers online. Faraz, too late to start FBA. Check out my video from about 2 weeks ago. It was literally exactly about that. It was called Is FBA Dead? Go check that video out right now. Or, well, not right now. Wait for this to be over, then to go check it out. Has Q4 picked up for you yet? No. That happens really, and it's really not until, it's really Black Friday when it takes off. So don't expect too much until like pretty much a month from now, like Thanksgiving, maybe it'll pick up a little before that, like mid-November, but the real explosion is Black Friday until December 22nd, 23rd. So when we say Q4, it's really like a 30-day period we're talking about. Rolando, is it necessary? Oh wait, sorry, I missed one. I'll get yours in a sec. I'm getting organic sales, but nothing from PPC. Well, I mean, I would have to know how much PPC spend you're getting, how many sales you're getting. But keep in mind, PPC does take a few days at least for it to attribute it to it. So it's not like live. So make sure you're giving it time. Is it necessary to label your products ordered from Alibaba? Yes, absolutely. You'll at least need the FN SKU barcode label for Amazon. I mean, technically, if it just had a UPC, well, that's just what the short of it is put your FN SKU barcode onto the product and have your factory do that. Whoa, lots of questions now. Let me try to catch up. I have no capitals to fund for Amazon FBA. Is dropshipping and freelancing a good idea to raise capital? Yeah, I think any hustle you can do. I started with reselling, or that's what Reezy still does full time. Anything you can do, if you can make dropshipping work, do it. Um, I'll be due. Hey Matt, how much should my landing costs be for my first product? Totally depends, dude. I mean, what's the sale price? But you know, it should be like 25 to 35% of your sale price, probably. I would say. Instagram/Facebook/YouTube as affiliate marketing. I think YouTube is really just blowing up right now. I mean, it's funny because it's been an old thing, but I mean, look at what I'm doing. I'm doing YouTube. So if I was starting at like zero, one of the things I would consider would be a YouTube channel with the intent around finding a niche and being an affiliate. I think that there's opportunity. Holy crap, this is a lot of questions. So if during a launch, let's say you need to sell 20 units per day for 8 days, what if you get one person each day to buy 20 units? Like one person buys 20 units per day. You don't want to do anything that is too much manipulation of sales rank. So I would not like tell like a friend and you'll reimburse them. I have a feeling that's what you're thinking. If you're talking about having a single person buy it multiple times, you want to be careful. Colin, Vayner Nation. Yeah, what's up, dude? Vayner Nation. Christian, I'm inspired by you to start FBA. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully I have something to report on. I have a dope brand idea. Sweet. Keep me posted. Romaro, what's up, Matt? What do you think is the best category to get ungated in? I mean, I haven't even really dabbled in that space. I'm in categories that are not gated. But I'm probably gonna, I don't know which one I'll look at first, but I'm gonna move into that. Should I wait till January 2018 to start selling? I mean, dude, just get started as soon as you can. And whether, I mean, dude, that's only 2 months away. I mean, it could take you that long to find your product, get it sourced, all of that. So, you know, start now, but that might mean you're not selling till January anyways. Geez, there's a lot. Quick question for you guys. Is it better to you guys if I just stay answering whatever questions are asked most recently, or is it better if I'm trying to catch up? How do you think I should manage the live Q&A? Matt, I want to start in retail arbitrage to order to save up money to start personal branding. Any good sites to start retail arbitrage? I mean, real retail arbitrage means you're running around to physical stores, so I would definitely, you know, list those on Amazon, on eBay, of course. Personal branding, I think, is super cool, but I do think it's a lot easier to start once you've done something. I think that's the reason my channel is popping right away, is because I've been doing this for 3 years. You know, I'm not, but at the same time, I wish I had been like, hey guys, I'm trying to do this, like I'm figuring it out, because that would be really cool to have now. But why would you guys wouldn't have been following me back then, but you're following me now because I've done something. Do you use ClickFunnels? Yes, I do. I think ClickFunnels is great. Yeah, you can use it to collect emails. You can retarget your past customers with Facebook ads, run them into ClickFunnels. Matt, you want to help me get my product launched before Black Friday? That's hard. I mean, maybe if it's like already being delivered, but good luck. Let me know how I could help. Am I able to sell a product that I bought from China? Yes. Do I need to check if it's patented? Yes. Google Patents and uspto.gov. Holy crap. Sorry, there's a lot of questions right now. The chat always like bumps to the bottom and then I lose my spot. When do you find profitable PPC keywords? Do you increase the budget? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude, you should spend as much as you can if it's profitable. I mean, if you can put in $1 and get 2 back, you should try to spend as much as possible. Do you run headline ads? Yes, I do. What is your experience like headline ads versus PPC? I still spend a lot more on PPC than headline ads. Headline ads, I don't get insane ROI, but it does help with just branding, and I at least break even. I do pretty well with it, but I haven't been able to, I don't know, I don't have it scaled up immensely, so maybe I need to try to scale it up some more. Oscar, what's up, Matt? Do you have any designer utility patents for your products? No, I do not. That's great to know about Q4 popping after Thanksgiving. Slow start right now. My product hit Amazon on the 3rd. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, so that's a good place to be. Everyone's asking me how to get in for it now, but you got in at the beginning of October, so, you know, try to get those sales rolling such that you'll be in a position to be selling more at this time. Is that a bird? Yeah, it is. I explained at the beginning, we're taking care of my girlfriend's cockatiel that lives at her parents' house in Napa. So there's a cockatiel. like literally 2 feet away from the microphone, which was probably a bad idea. How would you sell your product that is under someone's listing, or what would you personally do? I don't do any of that. I've never done any of that. You have to compete for the buy box, usually on price. That's just like not my space. Also, I thought Alibaba would label it for you upon delivery to Amazon. Is that not right? Uh, you can have Amazon do the FNSKU labels for you, but usually that's if your product already has a UPC barcode printed on it. I would really just strongly recommend having the FNSKU on the product from the supplier. Do you follow the 10 by 10 by 1 rule? So what he's referring to is like 10 sales a day, 10 product, or 10 sales a day, $10 profit on one product. I think that's, I mean, I still think it's a good baseline, but like I've said before, is like when you get so sucked into these particular parameters, it's easy to miss out on other potential things. So it's like, you know, it's a good guideline, but like, look, if you can find something that sells 5 a day but does 20 profit, it's the same thing. Recent ketchup. Okay, what you're doing works. Okay, seems like the ketchup route seems to be the best. I think you need a VA to pick the best questions. Maybe eventually it'll get to that point. We'll have to like transition the Q&A into like, I don't know, like if you guys have seen like Gary Vee, like with the call-in show, or I've seen even Graham Stephan, he messed around with like having people snap him questions and then he would call them like for the video. I don't know. Maybe eventually we'll play with some other like forms of Q&A. But as of right now, it's like there's not that many. Ryan Donahue, sup Matt? What's up, Ryan? Love these Q&A lives. I'm glad that you do. Where can I learn to build a brand? I have no experience. Yeah, I mean, building a brand concept. I mean, are you talking about like tactical things or sort of like envisioning your brand? The as for the vision of the brand, I have to admit that's just something that came kind of intuitively to me, based on using my own outlook on. Sorry, one sec. Let me check something. The camera. I'm back. Yeah, I mean, branding like that just kind of did come naturally to me. As far as like building the brand, I mean, that's going to require everything, all of these modern next level sort of tactics that I'm implementing right now. You know, it's like, it's everything. It's social media marketing. It's all of that. So building a community around your product, not just being like, I sell coffee or whatever, but having like an experience, having a like a mission or a meaning, or like people know what to expect. They come to you for content, all of that. Shola, when you ship door-to-door FedEx, is there anything to pay beyond shipping? I'm being told there are no customs taxes. Anything else I should be aware of? There are import duties and taxes on that, unless you have it such that it's duties prepaid. I think FedEx offers that, where it would already be included in the price. But if it's not, then yeah, they'll actually mail you a bill like a week or two later. How do you estimate shipping costs when trying to find a new product? Are you talking shipping costs? Well, okay, yeah, you're not talking the inbound. You're talking like from China to the US. I'll usually just send out like a soft quote, not like a formal contacting suppliers, but I might just real quickly get some rough quotes, like just a super quick question. You could even check AliExpress, try to get a rough idea. Now I just personally sort of have like a general idea in my head just based on experience. Like I'm like, oh, well, if it's like this size, it's probably going to cost roughly this much. So it's like I'm not like shocked. It's not like I thought it was going to be $1 to ship and it's like $10 to ship. It's like I'll be like, yeah, it's probably in like the $2 to $3 range. So I'll just like be kind of factoring that in. How did you catch such a fine girlfriend like Jessica? You'll have to ask her. Demetrio, hey Matt, it seems I finally have a product to start with, but on the Jungle Scout extension, I see AMZ as a seller a few times. Should I be worried or discouraged? A couple people have been asking me that. I think that maybe some of the other like Amazon people have been like maybe discouraging people that when Amazon is a seller. Personally, I mean, if the whole picture still makes sense and Amazon is selling a few of them, I literally have I don't know why that should ever stop you. So I wouldn't be discouraged if the overall picture still looks good. Marlon, you mentioned in the past page 1 is unnecessary to be able to sell a lot. Well, okay, quick note before I finish the question. Yeah, if the niche is huge. Not in all cases. In some cases, you'll have to be on page one for sure. But like, if you're in a gigantic niche, like you can be deep and still selling a lot. How can I leverage PPC when my ad costs are insane? $5 per click. That sounds really tough. Are you in like supplements or something? Because yeah, then you might just have a real problem doing PPC or something like that. Because yeah, 5 per click, unless you're dealing with like a really high price point product, that's just going to be really tough. So you might need to look at some other sort of like other traffic methods. Do you recommend Jump Send? I have never used Jump Send. I believe it's just it's Jungle Scout's. Well, I think they own it. I think it's their version of like Feedback Genius. I use Feedback Genius just because that was the only one when I signed up, and I was I just never switched. So I'm sure Jump Send is fine, but I've never used it. Yeah, Gary V. Can you do a video on product researching for your followers, live or video? Yeah, I mean, I might do some, like, are you talking more like kind of like over the shoulder type of stuff? Because I've definitely been talking more about like sort of just my high level thoughts on product research. So, because there's a lot of like the tactical stuff. I think what people need to understand more is like the ideas behind it. So I did just my newest video is about Jungle Scout and research. I also have another one, how to think like a 7-figure seller when doing product research, but I haven't really done like tactical. Should I have my product box designer put both FNSKU and UPC on the color box packaging? No, you should not. I would just do the FNSKU. It'll make everything easier. Best ways to promote an Amazon FBA course. Do you have a course, or are you being an affiliate? I'm not sure. Where do you get most of your products? And have you been let down? So I find pretty much all my suppliers from Alibaba. I have manufacturers in China. I have some in India. I do have one product line that is sourced in the US. So those I didn't find from Alibaba. I just found it from like Googling around. But that's a minor product line for me. So yeah, mainly Alibaba. Have I been let down? Yeah, I had one issue. I mean, I could have done things. There are things you could do to avoid it to make sure you don't get burned. But I was just moving fast and stuff. So I had one product that I ended up just like they didn't pack it the way I needed. It was gonna be too fragile the way it was packed. It just wasn't gonna work. The quality wasn't right. The printing wasn't right. It was just all like everything. They just screwed it up. So I just like moved on. I just ate that. Marlon, electronics. I forget what your question was when you said electronics. What was your question? Oh, right, about the high PPC. Okay, I mean, that's tough. Maybe try just, other marketing methods for that. How long do you see Amazon FBA being around for? 5 to 10 years? I mean, it's a hard question to answer, but it's for sure not going anywhere anytime soon. It just might look a lot different, but the whole concept of Amazon being a fulfillment place for tons of e-commerce solutions, that's going to be around. I mean, I don't know how they could ever be beat at this point, so that's going to be around. What we're doing could look a little different in another 5 to 10 years, I guess, but there's still going to be a lot of opportunity over the next 5 years for sure. Great videos. Do you have an opinion on European Amazon stores? Yeah, my opinion is that I am slacking because I'm not on European markets. So go for it. If you're living in Spain, so thinking about USA versus Europe, yeah, I mean, you can do both, but I think Europe has less competition, especially if you're already there. You can probably get it set up a lot easier than I could because I need to deal with all of your tax and stuff. So, but you can also absolutely sell in the US. You just basically need to figure out the legal tax thing, and then it's the same. So, yeah, you could do both. Do you think Tanner's course is full of shit he teaches? No, I mean, I've never seen his course, so I mean, I can't speak for it. I can't vouch for it. I have no problem with what he's doing. I don't know what he teaches though, so I can't say like everything he teaches is great or bad. I don't know. It's not me, but if it helps you, cool. He teaches a method that makes people dependent on Jungle Scout. I mean, Jungle Scout does make things help. It does help make things easier. Like if you saw my most recent video from yesterday. So I think that's okay. Like I said, I use Jungle Scout. I recommend Jungle Scout. I just think you should you should understand more of this, like, just you have to have this broader mentality, right? Like, there's more to it than just Jungle Scout. I can't tell you if you should do a product just based on seeing it on Jungle Scout, even when you guys send me stuff. So I just want to see a bigger picture personally. That said, you can still get a lot of data from Jungle Scout. So I don't mean to say it's not important. I think it's great, especially the extension, because the extension is just going to speed up things that I was doing manually anyways. The web app is more of a discovery thing. I found a way to discover hot selling products on Amazon with some changes they recently made, but no one is talking about it yet. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, are you just talking about finding what products are? I mean, you can already see that with BSR. So, I mean, if you, I don't know, I'd need to know more what you're talking about, but it sounds interesting. But you can always find out what products are selling well. But that doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, you could just look up the literally best selling items on all of Amazon, but that's probably not going to help you because those are probably really competitive. Gonna wrap this up in a couple minutes. Do you think I should do giveaways to launch my product? No, I don't recommend using giveaway services or just do heavy advertising through PPC and Facebook ads. That's what I would do. Organic, real sales. Have you ever been scammed by a supplier you thought was legit? Yeah, I kind of alluded to that like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I mean, I could have done more proactively to avoid that, but they just weren't up to the quality, and I was just moving fast, launching. So I didn't bother. I didn't like, they went out of contact. Like the girl that was my agent was like, stopped working there. It was just kind of a mess, and it was just, meh, I don't know. How do you get a UPC and ASIN for an item for Amazon? This is a little bit controversial right now because there's been some of these GS1 issues in the last like week. So usually you need to buy UPC codes from somewhere. If you want to be 100% safe, just buy them directly from GS1, but that's a lot more expensive. So what you need is a UPC either from GS1 or from anybody, but that could be risky, like I'm saying. Then you just use the UPC, create the listing on Amazon, and then you'll get an ASIN. What are the pros and cons of EXW and FOB shipping? I just use FOB. It's just kind of like the gold standard. Freight forwarders like dealing with it. It makes everything easier because they're used to it. How long does it roughly take you personally to find a product to brand? I mean, genuinely, this is probably like a weird answer, but for me, since having that core couple brands that I've been working on for a couple of years, now I'll just like let ideas sit on the side for months and months and months because I already have like a full pipeline. So I'm very rarely now like finding a new product, launching a brand. Like I haven't launched a new brand. I've launched new products, but I haven't launched a new brand in the past like year or so. But I might still do it, but it's mostly been horizontal expansion. How flexible are manufacturers about altering products to your brand specification? That's going to depend on the materials. You're just going to need to talk to them about the possibilities that they have. You know, sometimes you could be talking about super expensive things, right? If it's really major modifications, it could be tens of thousands of dollars. But maybe it's a fabric. Maybe your item has a zipper and you just want to change like the color of the zipper tab. That's probably going to be really easy. Do you always do inspections before paying the 70% balance on a product? If so, is there a company you recommend? I don't always, because I have some suppliers that I've dealt with a lot of times and it's just rolling, so I don't bother with those. I do with new suppliers, and I've only used Asia Inspection, which from what people have been telling me, there's other cheaper ones. I haven't bothered switching just because their reports are super detailed and I've had a good experience, so it's like $300. But when negotiating with suppliers, they don't want to do less than 500 units a day, and prices are too high for shipping Air Express. Should I just go see? I'm not sure I'm fully understanding your question. I think you mean they don't want to sell you less than 500 units. I mean, sometimes that's just the case depending on the product. You can try telling them that it's a test order and that you plan to order more on your second order. See if that can get you to Do you need to do arrangements for inspection, or factory will do it? Don't have your factory do it, because that's like you're like asking the person who could be cheating you to check the thing, right? So you need like an outside service to check them, if that makes sense. So don't have your factory inspect. The question about smoking weed, I don't know if that's YouTube friendly, but uh, but no, not really. Hey, do you have a video on describing specifications for manufacturers? I haven't talked too much about that. I mean, it's for me the talking with manufacturers. It doesn't have to be so formal, right? Like you can just literally talk to these guys. Just ask them what's possible. Ask them how much this would cost. Can you do this? Can you do this many units? Can you ship this? Blah blah blah. Like just get in a conversation with them and see what's possible. Could you explain a bit more about how you would get reviews, please? Yeah, so I only get reviews from real sales. That's just me. I don't trust any of the other services. I'm not going to put my account at risk. Um, Up to your own risk tolerance. But for me, I just try to do anything to advertise to get real sales, and then I follow up with real customers for reviews. Do you have a personal course to help find a potential products? Not Not yet, but perhaps. Get into my Facebook group, free Facebook group. You can ask me questions, other people. There's a link in the description, and there's going to be like a special coaching opportunity that I'm going to hint at pretty soon. But you can ask stuff in there. For all of you guys, that's the best place to ask me questions. I'll help, and now we're getting a community, so other people will pitch in too. So make sure you join the Facebook group. Sarah, thanks for your, or Saren, thank you for your time. It's hard to find legit people helping others about Amazon. Yeah, I'm happy to help. All right, let's wrap this up. You look tired? Nah, I'm good. Did you watch Gary Vee on Hot Ones? Yeah, I did. That was really funny. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Reezy Talks tonight, 6 p.m. That's exactly 3 hours from now. It's going to be on Reezy's channel. If you're watching this in the replay, well, if you're watching this in the next like hour or two, then yeah, go check it out. If not, there will be a replay on his channel after it's done tonight. So definitely go support me and Reezy tonight. All right, any of these last questions, ask them in the comments, ask them in the Facebook group. I'm going to wrap it up there. Peace.